Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Lynn Renee McDonald, for Practical Spirituality Live here in Virginia Beach. Okay, most of you know what the hell is happening in this country here in the United States and what is happening across the planet, the whole world, really. What we're going to talk about today is the coronavirus, guided by love, and it's not just the coronavirus. What we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about fear and what it has created and why what is happening today is happening. So this is all guided by universe and the highest form of love to assist you, to help you to understand and know that this too shall pass and everything will be fine. Okay. Now, when I say this too shall pass and everything will be fine, what does that mean? That means everything will be fine. Love energy always guides us, always does what is best for us, even when we do not believe what is happening, or we believe it should be something different, or we think it should have gone in another way. Love energy always does what is best for us. So this coronavirus and the government shutdown and all the craziness that is going on is all part of the grand design from love energy, as part of love energy, designed by the fear in the collective consciousness. All right. And has manifested in this reality here in Earthworld to the things that have gone on. People's fear is what has created all of this. All right. Now, that said, is also in alignment with everything that is love energy, that is God. And there are changes on this planet. Higher vibrational love energy is constantly and has been being ushered in as the changes happen. You know, every day the vibration raises, the vibration raises, the vibration raises from love energy here on the planet. Okay. So all of these changes that everybody is freaking out about, they're scared because they don't know what's going to happen next. They haven't, been in times like this before. They're afraid, and parents of children and the parents and families, everybody's afraid with everything that is going on here. And really, it is all part of the grand design. This is about trusting love energy, trusting God, trusting universe, and to put you back into your heart space, okay? Because in order to be in alignment with love, all right, you got to be in your heart, even if you don't do everything like I do, or meaning everything that I teach, right? And the main core of what has to happen in this world, all right, and in this country, is people have to get back into their hearts. And it's in all ways, not just hearts for other people where we give to other people. No. We're talking about love for ourselves, love in the highest form, and always coming and working from that place and with that place from the highest form of love and working with God or love, okay? God is just another word for love. You could call it universe. You could call it spirit. You could call it love energy. That's ultimately what it is. It is love energy. So these changes here are happening, just like Donald Trump was part of these changes, okay? These are all pieces of the big puzzle to make the changes needed here in Earth World from love, okay? Now, this doesn't mean that it's going to go in the way that you think, all right? It means that this is what all of this fear has manifested from the people. When the more people freak out and worry about all these crazy things and get in a fear space, oh my God, with the coronavirus and the shutdown, okay? And all that's happening in relation to this, right? The more people freak out, the more they create unwell. So right now, what is happening is there's this huge energetic field of all this stuff, all in the energy, lower vibrational, crazy stuff, because all of people's fears are coming out, right? And this is all due to what is happening, right? Because people are being quarantined in their houses, they can't go out. It's basically sort of a martial law. And people are doing their best to comply, but there's a lot of stuff going on here that, and behind the scenes, all right, with the grand plan of all that is love to make the changes that need to happen here. Now, when I say martial law, it's not to put you guys in a panic about martial law. This is basically, though, a form of that. It is not in the way that we think, right? All right, so Okay. Lots of big changes coming. All this energy that's around us is lower vibrational. So many of you are not going to be able to sleep. You're going to be tossing and turning. You're going to be picking up other people's anger, sadness, fear, thoughts. It's all in this vibration of what's happening with this coronavirus. Will my family be okay? Will I be okay? Will there be enough money? Will there be enough food? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, freaking the fuck out. Therefore, then my page gets blown up and my stuff gets blown up. And this is one of the ways that I know by what is happening here in Earthworld, okay? Now, remember, this is all part of the grand design with love to make some changes here that need to be changed in alignment with love energy here on Earthworld to bring us to the next level, okay? So, and the truth is, and many of you are probably not going to or may not like what I'm going to say, is the truth is this is a virus like every other virus that is out there, okay? So this is about fear and creating from a place of fear, all right, and unwellness, all right? I get we have to take responsible precautions, all right? And this is all guided by love and universe, highest form, okay? All right, I get that we have to take precautions. It's wise to take precautions, all right? But at what point do you have to say, hey, how much precaution, how much giving up of our freedoms, right? And what is going on in the world here is necessary from love. How do I feel about this in my heart? Is this the right thing to do? And how it feels tells me everything about it. So there will come a point when there will be, or the people will have enough, because you cannot live your life worrying about if your grandpa is going to get sick or if he's going to get the coronavirus because you went out 3 weeks ago with a bunch of people. This is getting a little crazy here now, all right? This is all based in fear. It's kind of like a friend of mine who has strokes, and the doctor said, well, hey, you can have a stroke any minute, any time, so you need to take it easy, and you really shouldn't do basketball, or you shouldn't paint, and you shouldn't turn your head a certain way. You should just be aware and not do this and not do that if you want to live, right? And if you want to, keep on living and not have any more strokes. Well, really, where do you draw the line for living, right? Are you going to live from a place of fear? Oh my God, I could have another stroke and I could die, and I'm so afraid of that I can't even live, right? Or the idea of me having one makes me not even be able to live. Do you see what I'm talking about here? Okay, so these things are going to come into play into the future with this coronavirus. It's kind of like you lock up the people for so long, they start to get cabin fever. Cabin fever, just like when it snows too long, what happens? When there's 10 feet of snow outside and people have been in their house for weeks, they're going to want to go out, because this is the nature of human nature and of love. You're going to want to go and do things, right? So many changes will be happening, and this quarantine will not last forever. Trust the universe, trust God, ask love for what you want, ask to feel what the truth is with everything. Every fear that you get or pick up on in this huge energy, right, that's all around you, ask God to clear, heal, and change it, right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Percy Jackson, the very first one. Well, if you did, I'm just going to refer to a part in that movie because it really helps. It's the vision universe is giving me to help explain what's going on. In one part, the characters decide to go to Hades, which is hell. Okay. And they're on a boat, right? And they're drifting through the air, like they're floating on water, but they're going through the air, and all of this stuff, right? All the wishes of people and dreams of people are all floating through the energy all around them, right? But this is how universe is showing me the energy is right now all around us of people's fears. The more afraid the people are, the more they create more of this quarantines and craziness and not wellness and not having money and not having food and not having the things that they need. The more they release it and ask love or God to be free of that, the more they create, right, what they want to happen from love. Thanks, God, for me having everything I need. Thanks, love, for clearing this fear from me now. Thanks, love, for us having the greatest time at home. Thanks, love, for me keeping my job. You create and clear your blocks with everything with this. Thanks, love, for the world changing. Thanks, love, for the world changing with love. Thanks for us being free of this quarantine. Thanks for us going back to work in the healthiest, best way. Thanks for us being free of any unwell governmental and other behind the scenes that we're not aware of, right? Being free of all all that, right? If in fact there is anything, right? Okay, so you create what you want to happen from love. This video is not about fueling unwellnesses. This video is having you take a look at what's going on in the world and how things are really happening. So when I'm explaining this energy from this video, in this video, and I told you about that Percy Jackson movie where all this stuff is floating around, that's all people's fears that you're feeling right now. It's floating around like that scene in the movie where they're on the boat and all this stuff is floating around them. This is exactly the manifestation energy field, and this is what's going on. It's very heavy. It's lower vibrational here in Earth World to squeeze the unwellnesses out of us, as well as with this energy field, explain what is happening, right? So when you're going out anywhere, you're picking up on this energy. So if you start to have weird thoughts or freaking out thoughts or anger, or, you're many times you're picking up on the people's stuff. Ask to clear it. Use sage, use stones, right? Use your gifts here in Earth World as well as your love energy gifts by working with God and or your soul, right? Your soul with love, right? Your soul in your connection to love, right? Okay, so this video is to tell you that no matter what, you will be fine from love, okay? That the grand design is working itself out, right? And it will take some time. It doesn't mean all the crazy that people are predicting, like doomsday stuff, is going to happen. There will be great changes here in the Earth world, okay? But you decide what changes are going to affect you and how big they're going to be by how much fear you put out there into that creation energy field, or what you create on a personal level for you. Because it really doesn't matter what happens in Japan or what happens in Europe or what happens in China. For me, overall, or what anyone else is doing, what happens is what I create. And I can work to create a better world, that this virus, we're free of it. And we all work together from love and ask love that we're free of it and clear our blocks and fears of getting this virus and this whole pandemic thing keep on happening, clear all that out of us, our fears of that, and put that energy out there for the collective. We change everything. We change everything from love, and that we're free of it and we ask to be free of it. This is how it really works, people. So you have all the power here to create your greatest destiny. Just like I don't live in the same house with Donald Trump, right? If I did, I could create everything that I wanted for me and still be in a great space of me and working with love, and his stuff wouldn't affect me in a negative or unhealthy way, right? Whether it's Donald Trump or my mom that I live with or the neighbors, what they're doing down the street, right? I create my reality. What they do does not affect me unless I allow it to. Same is true with everything we're going to. Clear your fears out the instant they come in. Just ask love to be free of them. Thanks, love, for that for me. Ask love to create the best way to be for you from love and for everybody. So we change the world together. The more we do this work, the more we change what is happening in the collective consciousness, right? And the more solutions and things will change that will come up, the less suffering, the less unwellness. Again, the more we work from love, the greater the outcome for all of this, right? The more you fuel the fear. Oh my God, I can't drive. I can't do this. I can't do that, right? The more you get in a panic state, the more you create more panic, the more you create exactly what you don't want to happen. Okay, so this is huge. This video, again, is designed to tell you that no matter what is happening, you will be okay, because there's a lot going on here. Big shit behind the scenes as well as right in front of your face. And it is up to you to work with love to create your greatest life, as well as help to change and create the best changes here on the planet from love. You have all the power to make everything happen in the best way from love. Okay, and please share this video, because this helps to let everybody know that no matter what happens, we're going to be fine. We're in alignment with love. And the more we work with love, the more we create our realities, and all this craziness, right, gets dissipated, cleared, healed, change. And we create from love our greatest lives, both within our personal lives. Remember, what other people do does not affect you unless you allow it to, okay? And the same thing with the collective. However bad the collective consciousness, like what is happening in the world, government, big business, people shutting down, no airplanes, gotta be in my house, right? You make it as great as you want it to and ask God to be free of it. You create what you want to happen from love. You're not a victim of this. You're not a prisoner. You create your reality from love, and then you change everything. And the more all of us get out there and do that, the less this is toxic for everybody. The quicker that we're free of this, the faster our freedoms come back, right? And if the world doesn't get in that space, right, or they keep dwelling in the hate, the fear, the unwell, right? Then bigger unwellnesses are created. But remember, no matter what everybody else does, you have all the power. So a volcano could blow up and you could live in the house at the bottom of that volcano. And if you ask God to be just fine and your property to be just fine and from love in the highest form, right? Guess what? You and your little house and your property and your family will be just fine. The power of everything and all that is always inside of you. And it is love, just not in the way that many people think. And this is all part of these challenges today, to put you in your heart space, get you to start coming from love in you, to get you to start working with this love, to create your reality, be free of fear. Because there's a whole window here of what could happen, right? There's a whole bunch of stuff in that energy field of the collective consciousness of what could happen and how detrimental it will be. The more everybody works from love and gets in their heart space and doesn't fuel the unwell, doesn't fuel the craziness, right? And asks God and works with love, all right? And asks love how to be guided, what to do, and what the God's honest truth is about everything, the less of a detriment of the things to come that are going to come out of this, the better the solutions in everything in our lives, okay? So that's what I want to say for everybody, that ultimately, with everything that we're going through, this too shall pass. Love energy has always got your back. And the more you work with it, the better the outcome, the better the happiness, dreams for not only ourselves, but all. Nobody and nothing has the power over you, but you. You have the power within you because you are all that is God, that is love, and you choose to do with that magic what you choose. Much love, everybody. Love you guys. Any questions, keep on asking me, and I'll gladly help you from love. Thanks. Bye-bye.